Good afternoon, everyone. A warm welcome to everyone for today's webinar on the topic Goal Achievement Program. The aim of this webinar is to spread awareness about financial literacy and portfolio planning. We all know that portfolio planning and finance plays a very important role in our life. So to know more about it, we have with us one of the dynamic personality who will be delivering a lecture on the topic GAP, that is Goal Achievement Program, whereby the main objective of this session is portfolio planning and financial literacy. I request Vice Principal of a college, Ma'am Rashmi Redkar, to welcome all for this webinar.
Thank you, Dhanashri. Good afternoon, one and all. It's indeed my proud privilege to welcome all of you on this platform on behalf of management, Principal Professor Divya Arolkar, for this very useful webinar on the topic Goal Achievement Program, which we say GAP, which is organized by Department of Commerce in collaboration with PTA of our college. Financial literacy is nothing but having knowledge of finance, which allows an individual to make better and effective decisions of their limited financial resources in terms of earnings, expenditure, and savings. I feel besides academic and professional education, we must insist on financial education also. To put it in simple words, money is backbone of our everyday living. And to manage this money very systematically and tactfully is the art or skill any individual, which I feel most of us are not wise enough to work logically with this, our hard-earned money. And here we feel the need of awareness in financial planning so that we can protect ourselves from financial liabilities and stress. I'm extremely happy when my student Amrut Naik approached me and he said that, Miss, I would like to have this session on this particular topic. I said I'm happy that it will be good enough for if suppose I'm organizing this session for our students as well as staff along with our non-teaching staff and parents. And I told him that I will speak to sir, and when I approached our principal, sir said, please go ahead. And this is a requirement of the hour, and we need to have this kind of sessions for our staff. So I welcome Mr. Amrut along with today's resource person, Mr. Sunny Naik, a young mind who knows what is the relevance of money and how we need to protect the money and how best we can make use of money to create wealth. So I extend warm welcome to our today's resource person, Mr. Sunny Naik. I'm really happy to greet and welcome our parents on behalf of PTA and our college management institution for this session on this platform, because I feel financial literacy should begin from home on regular basis to make their children to talk about the basics with or how to deal with money with reference to spending and inculcating the habits among the children to save money, which I feel it is a responsibility of parents as well. Thank you, parents, for giving your valuable time to attend this webinar. I must appreciate the hard work and efforts put in by Ms. Dhanashri Balo, faculty from Commerce Department, coordinator of this event, along with the team of this webinar organizing. So thank you, Ms. Dhanashri. I take this opportunity to greet our teachers, non-teaching staff, along with the students for their active participation. Once again, I welcome one and all for this webinar. Happy learning.
Thank you, ma'am. As ma'am rightly said, financial literacy is basically the foundation of your relationship with money. And it is a lifelong journey of learning. To be financially literate is to know how to manage your money efficiently and effectively. So as also, portfolio plan is an overall strategy that guides day-to-day decisions on investing for long term. To gain more knowledge about financial literacy and portfolio planning, we have among us one of the dynamic personality, Sir Sunny Naik. He is currently working with NJ Wealth as branch manager. Sir started his career working with HDFC Bank. He is a commerce graduate from Saraswat Vidyalaya, Mapsa. He has recruited and trained more than 200 NISM certified advisors across Goa. Sir has addressed more than 200 financial literacy programs across Goa. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
We also have with us Sir Amrut Naik Bandiwadekar. He is an ex-student of DMS College and an authorized advisor of Janki Enterprises. We welcome you, sir. A small message to all the participants. If you have any questions or query, you can ask after this session. A special Q&A session is like around 10 to 15 minutes. A Q&A session will be held. You can ask your questions later. I request Sir Sunny Naik to begin with the session.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Am I audible clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let me share my screen. I'll share the presentation. Please confirm
Yes,
me
sir,
once
sure.
it is visible.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, is my screen visible?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yeah, thank you. So good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for giving this opportunity to us. We would like to speak with you with respect to the goals of life. So everyone have a lot of goals in their life, okay, and everyone wants to achieve their goals. But to somehow what we have noticed, or what I have noticed in my career of last 15 years in the financial services, the investment which we are doing in a long term, somewhat those are not happening in the right asset classes, and that is where a problem with middle class is that whenever we need a money, right kind of money is not available at right time for a loan, and our life goes on with loans because of lack of money, or we don't plan our finances properly. So every now and then, whenever we want to do anything in for us, then we go and take a loan. So instead of that, what we are saying, if you plan your money effectively, then you need not have to take a loans. In fact, you have whatever savings you are doing, through that savings you can achieve your life goals. So everyone has some goals in their mind. These are the general goals which we are talking about. Every customer today who thinking about his retirement, or should think about retirement if he's not thinking about retirement, because retirement is going to become a bigger challenge in India going ahead, because the life expectancy of people are increasing. We see a bigger challenges coming in front of India, and today we are a young population. So over a period of time, in next 20 25 years, when we become an aging populations, and if you don't have a sufficient money to take care of yourself, then I think we will land in some kind of trouble. So retirement, then every kids want to give good education to their children. Every parents want to do good marriages, or every parent want to do marriages of their children in a let us say now, and you know what kind of expenditure happens today. So these are the life goals which you cannot avoid. So your retirement, children's education, children's marriage. Some people may have a goal of buying, let us say, house or buying a car. So these are multiple goals. Some people may have a goal of going for a foreign tour or holidays. So this kind of multiple goals everyone has in their mind. But to achieve these goals, you require a lot of money, and that is where we came up with this concept called NJ Gap. Gap is nothing but goal achievement program. It is a process through which you can help or you can achieve your long-term goals. Whatever goals you have in your life, you can achieve this. So we introduced this NJ Gap in year 2003, and that is where we have been educating people to follow this some rules to achieve your long-term goals. So let me start with the presentation. So today, if you see whatever goal you have in your mind, okay, so biggest hurdle in achieving that goal is inflation. Buzz of the town today, you know, okay, everyone is talking about petrol. So petrol price is continuously going up. So now this is the history of the different commodities, okay, in last from 1981 or in last 31 years, how these commodities have grown or how inflation have grown. So you can see gold prices in 1990 was around 3,200. This is for 10 gram. It went up to 5,600 in 2003, and in 2021 it is 48,000. Recently, if you be a few months back, if you go, then this has gone to 60,000 also. So nearing 60,000. Similarly, petrol, if you see, 9.8 rupees was the petrol price in the year 1990, which has gone to 32 rupees in 2003, and today it is, as we speak, it is 100 rupees. So in a diesel also you can see, in milk also you can see. So average inflation in India, government says it is at around 6%. But when you spend your money, actual inflation is different. So these are the actual inflation in the market. So if you see, gold have increased by around 9%, petrol have increased around 8.5%, the 7.5%, diesel have gone around 10%, and milk is around 8%. So if you see, the inflation is always high, and India is being a developing economy. This inflation will continue to be there in India for a very long period of time. So similarly, if you had a 1 lakh rupees, and if you had kept that 1 lakh rupees at your home or in, let us say, in your cupboard, and thinking that this money I will use after for my daughter's marriage or some whatever may be the reason, look at how the value of that 1 lakh rupees have depreciated. Because I can recollect when my father was working in a government organization, so he was getting around 350 rupees salary or 300 rupees salary in 1985-86. So as somebody had 1 lakh rupees at that point of time, it was a big amount. But if you had just kept that money idly and in your cupboard, look at what is the value that money has today. Because of inflation, the value of money has gone down. So the 1 lakh rupees which you were having in 1990, that value of that 1 lakh rupees is 10,500 rupees. This is how the money has been reduced due to inflation. Okay. So household expenses are continuously increasing. Education cost is continuously increasing, which we are noticing on day-to-day basis. We know these other things are going on every year. School fees are going up. Every year expenses are going up because of inflation. So if you see this, this is the in 2005, 15,000 was the monthly requirement. In 2015, it went to 25,000, and as I speak, in 2025, it will go to around 50 to 54,000. Similarly, for higher education, if you see a postgraduate diploma in business management in IIM Ahmedabad, in 2005, the price was around 3,16,000. In 2015, it went to 14,45,000, and in 2025, it is estimated that it will touch to around 32 lakh rupees. Similarly, marriage cost in 2005-2004 approximately around 4 to 5 lakh rupees. Now, if you want to do in 2010-2012, the marriage cost around 10 to 12 lakh. And we assume that in 2025, this will be approximately around 20 to 25 lakhs. So cost is going to increase in future, but look at the returns what we are getting in our investment. So what we are saying, to achieve your long-term goals or to achieve your life goals, there are simple steps you need to follow. One is you need to start early. Starting early only will not solve your problem. You have to start early. Also invest in a right asset class. So if you don't invest in the right asset class, you will never achieve your goal. And save regularly. So discipline is very, very important. So start early, invest in a right asset class, and thirdly is you need to invest and you need to save regularly. So discipline is very, very important. So is equal to goal achievement program. So So now this is just an example we have taken of Mr. Gupta and Mr. Saxena. What difference it can start early, okay, rather than timing and benefit from power of compounding. So now what we have assumed here, ki Mr. Gupta started his investment. Mr. Gupta started his investment age of 25, and Mr. Saxena started his investment age of 45. Now look at Mr. Gupta. So Gupta started the investment with a 10,000 rupees per month when at the age of 25. So he contributed for 35 years. That is for his retirement. He contributed 10,000 rupees for 35 years. So investment till 60. So 35 years he contributed. So what is the wealth he's created? If I assume a 15% of returns, then his wealth was accumulated at 11.41 CR. 11.41 CR. Whereas Mr. Saxena, what he said, I am very young, so why should I invest money now? I have recently started my job. Let me enjoy my career. Let me enjoy now, and we'll decide of investment later on. So then he got married. Okay, then a lot of other things happened in his life. And at the time of 40, at the age of 45, he thought, okay, chalo, I need to look at my retirement. Okay, let me plan for my retirement because only 15 years are left with me to plan for my retirement. So what he did, he started SIP of 20,000 rupees. He started contributing 20,000 rupees, which is 10,000 more than Mr. Gupta, which was contributing 10,000 rupees. He started 20,000 rupees. So he invested for 15 years. Total money what he's contributed was 36 lakhs. That gave him 1.23 crore. Whereas Mr. Gupta, he contributed 42 lakhs. He got 11.41 CR. So what is the difference between the amount which Mr. Gupta invested and Mr. Saxena invested is only 6 lakh rupees. And Mr. Gupta started early and Mr. Saxena started later. So Mr. Saxena delayed in his investment by 20 years. He delayed his investment by 20 years. By delaying 20 years, how much he saved? He saved only 6 lakh rupees. But look at the difference in the wealth, how much they have created. Mr. Gupta created 11.41 CR, whereas Mr. Saxena created only 1.23 CR. So what I am trying to convey to you with this is that you decide a very small amount or contribute a very small amount starting early. Let us say you got a job recently or you are starting your job or whatever, or you are starting at today itself, but contribute it for a very long period of time. You can contribute very small amount but stay with that for very long period of time. So if you stay for a long period of time, you can create a sizable corpus for your own retirement or for that matter any other goal. So look at this. This is a very, very important slide for you to understand. In equity market has outperformed all other investment avenues. So now look at this. In India, inflation has grown around 5.6%. So महागाई जी आसा ती 5.6% वाढल्या in India on last from 1981 till 2021. Last 40 वर्षात तुम्ही जर पळयत जाल्यार महागाई जी आसा पळय ती around 5.4% वाढल्या. The gold has given you around 8.75% return since 1981 to 2021. Silver have given you around 7.9% return. So if you had invested in silver, then silver have given you 7.9% return. Bank deposits on an average, it has given you around 8.24% returns. Company deposits have given you around 9.25% return. And Sensex, which is India economy, has given you around 14.53% return. So Sensex has given you 14.53% return. So now here I would like to give you one formula, that is real rate of return. If you are having a pen and paper with you, please note that formula. Real rate of return. So what is real rate of return? Your returns or your interest minus tax minus inflation. So your returns, let us say you are getting a returns of 6% in the bank deposits minus tax, because deposits are taxable. Whatever deposits you are doing in a bank, fixed deposit are taxable. So if you are coming on the highest tax bracket, so you are paying a 30% tax on your interest. So if you minus that, and if you minus the inflation, you are not gaining anything out of your fixed deposit. In fact, you are reducing your purchasing power because your tax and your inflation is eating away your gains. So you are getting actually degrown with the FDs. So look at this. If you see a real rate of return, so if I minus inflation from gold, from silver, from bank deposits, what is left with me end of the day? It's 2.48, which is my net gain. This is my net gain. So my net gain will define my purchasing power. So if I minus my inflation from my net gain, then only I'm making a 2.48% return. And if I deduct tax out of this 2.4 or from 8.24, then ultimately my investment is becoming negative. So by doing an FD investment, I'm not making any returns. But generally, I've seen a lot of people, whenever they do investment, they think that my FD is very safe. My FD is guaranteed. My FD is very safe. I'm saying that the FD is your guaranteed, FD is safe. But compare with the purchasing power, compare with the inflation, compare with your tax. If you compare that, then your purchasing power never remains in fixed deposit. In fact, you're degrowing your purchasing power in a fixed deposit. So fixed deposit very good for short period of time, for 1 year time, 2 year time, 3 year time. If you're doing it is good, but not for a very long period of time. So because you are not growing your money, in fact you're degrowing your money. Then look at company deposit and look at the Sensex. This is what we are talking about. So 14.53% is the returns delivered by Sensex from 1981 to 2021 March, in last 40 years. And if I minus inflation from this, then what is my actual gain is 8.44% is my actual gain. So look at how my purchasing power have gone up. But only problem here is that we expect, as an investor, we expect the market should go only in one direction. It should not go down. It should not come down. And that is where the fear is there in the mind of people. And I think there is a lot of awareness issues. A lot of people don't know, awareness is not there. And that is where I think this kind of sessions we conduct with a lot of institutions, and we make people aware about that there are different avenues available for you, and what exactly how you can manage your money. Okay, so in terms of, let us say 1,000 rupees you had in a 1981, and same 1,000 rupees you had invested in a fixed deposit. Look at that, 1,000 has become 23,724. Silver has become 21,093, and in a Sensex it has become 2,27,000. So equity is very good for long term. Equity is not for short term. Equity is very good for long term. Always you need to define goal. What is the purpose of investment? Like children's education, children's marriage, children's education, marriage, then your own retirement. So these are long term goals. These are very long term goals, and accordingly you need to decide, and you need to invest for a very long period of time. So if you invest your money in a asset classes like fixed deposit, like bank RDs, which gives you around 6% or 7% return, you may not be able to achieve your long term goals. So you have to achieve your long term goals, you have to invest your money in asset class which can beat inflation, and equity and real estate. These are only two asset class which can beat inflation in a longer term. So SIP is one of the best way of doing investment. So SIP is nothing but systematic investment plan. It works like your RD. It works like your recurring deposit. Means you decide an amount. Let us say 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, depending upon how much you can save, and decide your date. Every month that money will be debited from your bank account. On a fixed date, your money will be debited automatically from your bank account. So now here advantage of SIP is that you purchase units in a different market levels. So whenever you do investment in a mutual fund, always mutual funds gives you units. In return, mutual funds gives you units. So in SIP, what happens whenever you do an SIP, if market is up, you get low unit, and if market is low, you get more units. But most of the time, we have seen that whenever the market comes down, a lot of people they fear and they stop SIP, even after advising them not to stop the SIPs, even after advising them not to be fearful. In fact, you need to be greedy at that point of time. You need to invest more money at that point of time. Whenever things goes down, market goes down, you need to do some top-ups at that point of time. If you don't have top-ups, then you don't have money. Just wait, because let us say if you plan to go from Mumbai to Goa, from Goa to Mumbai, and in between in the train, landslide happens, then what you will do? You don't have any option. You have to stay in the train. Otherwise, if you go out of the train, then you will not reach out to your destination. So you have to sit in a train. So whenever the market comes down, there's an opportunity for you to buy more units. In a SIP, automatically it happens. Whenever market is down, you get more units, and that is how you benefits out of SIP. So this is very, very important. So a lot of time when I interact with clients, they say, no, I don't want to invest money now because market is down today. When market is down, that time also we tell them to invest. People say that, I don't want to invest now because market will go even further down. So let me wait. Then with this fear and greed, people never invest, or people never make money out of equity. So when I see the performance of mutual funds have always delivered fantastic returns in last 10, 15, 20 years. But how many customers have got that returns are very few, because nobody stayed invested for long period of time. So because of that, what we are saying की तुम्ही तुमचा एक गोल डिफाइन करा आणि तुमचे पैसे इन्व्हेस्टमेंट करा. So you need a discipline for this. So now look at this. This is an example of a fixed investment done at a highest Sensex value. So now you assume that one customer, he has invested at highest Sensex value. What is the returns? What is the returns he generated? Is 12.13. Then second investor, he said he invested money at only at lowest Sensex value. So how much returns he got? 14.13, 14.17. So determining higher Sensex value and determining lower Sensex value, it is impossible. It is no person in this world can do highest value and lowest value. This is a past based on past data we have prepared these slides. But doing a prediction of market highest value and lowest value, nobody in this world can do for any market. So now third case, if you see here, irrespective of the market levels, what you decided, I will contribute my SIP or my amount on the first day of every month, and I will focus on my goal. That is I will focus on my target, and I will contribute on the first day of every month. So what is the returns generated? It is 13.20. So best market timing, almost impossible, has yielded less than 2% additional return than systematic. So time to go systematic. So always we recommend our investors to always do an SIP, and do it SIP for very long period of time. Depend upon your goal. Identify what is your goal. What is the purpose you require money? Why you want to invest? That thing needs to be clear. You just want to do as a saving, you can do it, but do it for a very long period of time. But generally, we have noticed a lot of time when you don't invest your money with a goal, suddenly when I see my portfolio at value of 5 lakh rupees or 6 lakh rupees or 3 lakh, I'll come to the advisor and say that na baba maga paise jai, I want to just renovate my house, or na baba maga गाडी चेंज करपाक जाय. So this thing happens. So हे कितें जाता, हितून तुमचा गोल जो डिफाइन केल्लो आसा पळय तितून तुम्ही डायवर्ट जाता. सो हेका लागून ऑलवेज यू हॅव टू हॅव अ गोल इन युअर माइंड. आता समज आमकां खंय हॉलिडे वचपाक जाय जाल्यार आमी पयलीं कितें करता की वी आयडेंटिफाय अ लोकेशन ऑर डेस्टिनेशन आमी पयलीं फायनलायज करता, आनी मागीर आमी कशें वचपाचें त्या हॉलिडेक. बाबा आपण आपली गाडी घेवन वचपाचो, की आपण ट्रेनीन वचपाचो, की आपण फ्लायटान वचपाचो, की आपण बसीन वचपाचो, हें आपण मागीर डिसायड करता. हांवें केन्ना अशें केन्ना कोणाक पळोवंक ना की जो मनीस रेल्वे स्टेशनाचेर वयता आनी टीसीक विचारता बाबा हांव खंय वचो रे काय म्हणून. सो वी डोंट डू दॅट. सो वी आयडेंटिफाय डेस्टिनेशन फर्स्ट. So SIP investing is always you need to do that first. You identify your goal, destination, what you want to achieve. That is very, very important. So identify goal first. If you are not able to identify, you take help of advisor. He will help you out in identifying your goal. So that is very, very important. That is critical to become a successful investor in a mutual fund. Identification of goal is very, very important, and planning that goal to achieve that goal is very, very important. And here discipline matters. So now look at this. This is very, very interesting data. Many other times we think that the market is market ups, market downs. We always see this. But look at this. 1979, Sensex started in India with 100 points. This is a base point. Sensex started with 100 points in 1979. As on today, if you see the Sensex is around 52,400, and as I speak, I think it is 54,000. So 1 lakh rupees invested in Sensex in 1979 today has become 5 crore 24 lakhs. So the total returns which is generated by Sensex in last 42 years is 16%. So now Sensex returns is nothing but India's return or country returns. So India have performed that is how the returns have generated. So now Sensex return is last 42 years is around 16%. So now you compare the same with a real estate also. So if I give an example, there was one property, you can Google it also for your information purpose. There was one property in Mumbai. Okay, property name was Samudra Vihar. That property was sold in 2012, and that was sold at highest price. I think approximately 1,50,000 per square foot was the price which that property was sold. So आता या propertyचं compounding interest per card from that till construction till it was sold in 2012. That property delivered you around 12.5% returns, which was sold at highest price. 12.5% return that property delivered. And here you have a Sensex which has delivered you a 16% returns. आता थंय कितें जाता प्रॉपर्टीन कितें जाता की हांव डेली म्हाका प्रायस दिसना म्हाका. I don't see the daily value of my property. But in Sensex, what happens? I see the daily value of my investment, and that is where a lot of people, they, because of their behavioral, they give up and they withdraw their investment. They stop in between because of fear and greed. Because of fear, in real estate, what happens? I buy a plot. I don't see the rate of that plot for next 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 year. After 10 year, when I want to sell that plot, then I will see the rate. What is the rate, and then I will sell. But here, what happens? Here, there's a problem, or this is a disadvantage I see generally. If we look at every day, आज समज मार्केट 500 पॉइंट वर गेले जाल्यार माझो लॉगिन करतना आनी व्हॅल्यू पळयतलो आज कितलो आसा तो. तशेंच समज मार्केट आज समज 1000 पॉइंट डाऊन जाले जाल्यार माझो आज व्हॅल्यू पळयतलो कितलो आसा तो. अरे हांवें 1 लाख रुपया इन्वेस्ट केला, आज माझो 95,000 व्हॅल्यू आसा. अरे म्हाका 5,00,000 रुपया लुकसाण जाता. अरे फाल्यां काय हे 95 चे आनीक समज 100 जातले, आज काडया हे पयशे चल. So this kind of behavior, because of this kind of behavior, retail investor in India have never made money in equity. आज बारीक लोकांनी केन्ना पयशे करूंक पावोच ना because of fear and greed. Okay, so here what matters is long term is the first thing. Gold is very, very important, and discipline is very, very important. Now in last 42 years आमच्या कंट्रीन कितें जावंक ना? Everything we have seen in our country. So we have seen a true prime minister getting assassinated, Rajiv Gandhi, Indira Gandhi, 2 wars झाली, Kargil war झाले, in 1987 army धाडलेले, Jaffna, US Sri Lanka crisis. Then we saw lot of floods, lot of famines. कितलेशेच गव्हर्नमेंट चेंज जाऊन गेले, कितलेशेच गव्हर्नमेंट सेंटर चेंज जाऊन गेले, स्टेट गव्हर्नमेंट इलेक्शन जाऊन गेली, कितलेशेच टेररिस्ट अटॅक जाऊन गेले आमच्या कंट्रीचेर. 2001 ऑल्सो देर वॉज बिग टेररिस्ट अटॅक इन US ऑल्सो, एव्हरीबडी नोज. 2008 परत एक जागतिक मंदी येयली. तो सगळे आम्ही पळयला आमच्या कंट्री, आम्ही सगळे पळयला. तरी आसतना आमचा इकॉनॉमी जी आसा पळय ती 16% ग्रो जाल्या. सो वेन आय वॉज इन कॉलेज इन 2003 to 2006, मोबाईल फोन कोणाकडे आसनासले तेन्ना. कोणाकडे आसताले मोबाईल फोन? थोडे लोकांक भुरग्यांकडे मोबाईल फोन आसताले. आतांच्या भुरग्यांकडे सगळ्यांकडे मोबाईल फोन आसा. आता पेरंटाकडे की पेरंट यूज करता कीपॅडाचो फोन, वेरेज आयज भुरगे यूज करता स्मार्टफोन. गाडी कोणाकडे असली पहिली गाडी तुमकां खंयची दिसताली रस्त्यार? एक दिसताली मारुती ओमनी ऑर आल्टो ऑर 800. आयज त्यो गाडयो रस्त्यार दिसना आमकां. सो वी हॅव ग्रोन over a period of time, and we will continue to grow because of our young population, because today we are Indians are consuming. आणि आयज तुम्ही जर पळयत जाल्यार ग्लोबल वर्ल्डाचो कस्टमर जो आसा पळय तो इंडियन आसा. आयज एप्पल सगळ्यांक खंय चड सेल जाता इज इंडिया. आयज फेसबुक युजर कोण आसा सगळ्यांक चड? आर इंडियन्स. आज व्हॉट्सएप युजर कोण आसा सगळ्यांक चड? आर इंडियन्स. सो एवरीथिंग यू सी टुडे कस्टमर ऑफ ग्लोबल कस्टमर इज इन इंडिया. And because of this consumption, Indian economy is continue to do well going ahead. कित्याक आमचे तुम्ही तर GDP contribution जर पळयत, GDP I think everybody knows, or if you don't know then I'll just explain. GDP is nothing but gross domestic product. It is the value of all the goods services produced in India. So total जो goods services आमचे प्रोड्यूस जाता त्याचा तो व्हॅल्यू. तुम्ही ते टोटल पळयत जाल्यार 80% of GDP comes to our domestic consumption, and it will continue to grow in future because of young population consumption आसा. Okay, आज एक हांव घर बांदलो सादें जाल्यार आय यूज मल्टिपल प्रोडक्ट ऑफ डिफरंट कंपनीज. सो फर्स्ट आय यूज सिमेंट फ्रॉम डिफरंट different companies. So you can say Ultratech, JK Cement, ACC Cement. Then I'll use steel from Tata, or let us say Jindal. Then I'll use Lamy use kartlo, that is from Pidilite Industries maybe. Then electricals I'll use from Havells or Crompton, or I will use piping from Astral, or let us this Phenol-X. So this painting I will do from Asian Paint. So this how all consumption is happening in the economy, and because of this consumption, these companies are getting benefit. Today Maruti also, everyone wants to purchase car today. Car is not luxury; it is a necessity today. Each and every household wants a car. At least they will go and buy Maruti, and that is where you see Maruti, which was selling 25,000 cars in 2004. Today they are selling around 1.5 lakhs cars in a month. 2004 आणि ते 25,000 गाडी विकताले. आयज 2021 आम्ही आसा पळय, म्हयन्याक 1.5 लाख गाडी विकता मारुती. दिस इज हाव दे हॅव ग्रोन बिकॉज ऑफ द लोकांची एस्पिरेशन्स वाडत चल्लेले आसा. एवरीवन इज वॉन्ट बेटर अँड बेटर, and that is where it is good for economy, and this is how the economy will going to do well over a period of time. But this is a long term story, not a short term story. So benefit from power of compounding at the rate of 15% if you are investing your money. This can be anything, this number can be anything. First rule which I had explained to you is about real rate of return, that is returns minus inflation minus tax. Second, always remember rule of 72, or this is a compound rule of 72 means divide whatever interest you are getting by whatever interest you are getting divided by 72. So if I'm getting a interest of 6% in a fixed deposit today, you divide 72 by 6. How many years it will take for your money to double? Approximately 12 years for your money to double. Same money if you invest in asset class which you gives around 15% of returns, then every 5 years your money has to be double. And in last 20 years, if you see the mutual fund investment, mutual fund has given returns of around 17%. But what we expect as an investor, returns should go in only one direction, in a linear phase. But that will not happen. Return is always going in a volatile phase, ups and down, ups and down, ups and down. Because when you invest your money in a mutual fund, ultimately your money is invested in the equity, and equity is nothing but business. And when businesses go through cycles, businesses have ups and downs. But in a long term, businesses will grow, and businesses have grown in the past. Good quality business. So always we suggest our client to go through SIP route, because SIP route is one of the best way of doing investment in the mutual fund. You decide a very small amount and contribute it for a long term to achieve your long term goals. So benefit of SIP, it imparts a financial discipline in a life. Invest irrespective of market condition. Cost averaging help neutralize market volatility. So I explained you cost averaging means buying units at lower level, more units at lower level, and buying less units at a higher level. So get benefit of power of compounding. So each drop of water is essential to make the mighty ocean. So every rupee saved is a rupee earned to secure future. So this is the past history of mutual fund. So if you have started an SIP of 25,000 rupees, or some investor has started an SIP of 25,000 rupees, then what would have happened? So this SIP we have considered started 25,000 rupees for 15 years. So total contribution is 45 lakhs I have done in last 15 years, and on an average this 45 lakhs has grown to 1 crore 73 lakhs. Okay, so 16.4 is the average returns of mutual fund, average returns of diversified mutual fund scheme of last 15 years. So now we contribute 15 years in a PPF, public provident fund. आज आम्ही पब्लिक प्रोव्हिडंट फंड इन्व्हेस्टमेंट करता, आणि तो अकाउंट 15 वर्षांपर्यंत आम्ही भरता पैसे, एव्हरी इयर आम्ही त्या अकाउंटात पैसे भरता. Same approach, I think I should same approach we expect from our clients when it comes to SIP. आम्ही पीपीएफ आणि 15 वर्ष इन्व्हेस्टमेंट करता. सेम अप्रोच आम्ही SIP सुद्धा आसपाक जाय, की I will invest for 15 years, I will not see in between. Same thing you need to do here. Invest for long term, decide a goal and invest for a long period of time. Okay, so 45 lakhs has invested have become 1 crore 74 lakhs in last 15 years. And all the transactions which we as an organization do is completely digital, because now we don't do into physical, and I think physical becomes very tedious for everyone, each and everyone. So that is where this is one thing is today's world is a digital world, and we have incorporated all our digital transactions into digital platform. Today everyone is using Amazon, today everyone is using Flipkart, everyone is using WhatsApp, Facebook. So because of that, I think you can buy mutual fund units at a click of button today through digital platform of NJ. Okay, so benefits of doing SIP. So these are multiple benefits of doing multiple time frame we have considered. If you do an SIP of 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, what will happen? Okay. So thank you very much. I'll just take another 5 minutes to show you a performance of one of SIP. I'll show my SIP only, how it has worked and what exactly we need to do when market goes down. Just give me 2 minutes so that I open my SIP performance. Yeah, madam, my client desk is visible. My screen is visible.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, just say this. Okay, there are two ways of doing investment in mutual fund. One is one-time investment, that is lump sum investment. Means you do like FD type. You have some money, just pocket that money. And second is doing systematic every month on month SIP like already. So look at this. Uh, so now SBI mutual fund. So there is one product from SBI mutual fund, that is SBI small cap fund. So I have an SIP in that fund. Yeah, look at this. So I've started an SIP in SBI small cap fund on 11/6/2018. So this SIP I've started for my retirement. My current age is 35 years and I will contribute this SIP till 60. So 5,000 rupees is SIP which is going on. And recently I've increased that SIP from 5,000 to 10,000. An additional SIP of 5,000 rupees I've done on the 15th of this month. So as on today, if you see, total how much I have invested is 1,99,999, means 2 lakh rupees I have invested, and the value of that investment is currently around 3,45,000. This is my current value of my investment. So 39.98% returns is generated in this fund. Okay. But I'll show you another data. Look at this. On 23rd March 2020, 23rd March 2020, what happened? Market was at lower level. Means Sensex had come down because of Corona, because government had announced lockdown, and because of that lockdown, a lot of people with fear redeem their investment or withdraw their money. But look at this, what had happened in this. On 23rd 3 2020, market was at lowest level. Okay. So look at this. I had invested 1,10,000 rupees at that point of time on 11/3/2020 when my last installment was debited. The value of my investment was, I had invested 1,10,000 rupees. The value of that investment was 81,637 rupees. So what should I have done at this point of time? So majority of people who don't know about investment or about SIP, what they did, they stopped their SIPs. Especially those people who started SIPs through mobile apps, because there was no one, there was no one to guide them, because nobody was aware, and there was no mentor. Because in investment, I think you should have a mentor, because whenever we go, we want to construct a house, what we do, we consult engineer, we consult architect, we take a professional advice. Whenever we want to need any legal advice, what we do, we go to advocates, because but in our law there is a provision that you can fight your own case also, but we don't do that. We go and take a help of a professional. We go and consult advocate. Similarly, whenever there is a pain in my stomach, what I will do, whenever there is a fever, if it is not getting cure for 2 to 3 days, what we will do, we will go and consult a doctor, because he is a professional. But if you see today, everything is available on Google. Google केल्यार आयज आमकां सगळें मेळटा. पण आमी कितें करता? Do we go take that advice of Google? No. What we do, we consult professional. Okay. But when it comes to investment, most of the time I've seen people say, no, I'm managing for myself, I know everything. And that is where the problem lies. And that is where people don't make money out of investment. So look at this, 81,000 was my value. If I had stopped this SIP at that point of time, I had lost around 28,000 rupees. I didn't stop that SIP. I continued SIP. That is where I made almost around 1,43,000. Because this is a time where you need to invest your money. You need to invest more money, because this is a low level. And this is a discount period. We generally tell whenever there is a discount on Amazon or discount on a Flipkart, what we do, we go and buy. The thing which we don't need also at home, we'll go and buy. Similarly, this is when market comes down, there is a discount period, and you need to go and you need to invest more money at that point of time. So what I did, whichever SIPs I was having, I did a 5,000 rupees top up in all those SIPs, and SBI small cap was one of those SIPs which I did, where I did small top up. So look at that value. Look at here. I'll just show you that installment. See here. On 31st March 2020, okay, I just did a 5,000 rupees top up. This is a one-time top up, because market had come down. So I had invested another 5,000 rupees. Look at the value of that 5,000 rupees, which was invested in a down market. 11,679. So now, how many people did investment at a point of time? The people who are not with whom there was no advisor, nobody did investment. In fact, people redeemed their investment. Now, if I had invested here 1 lakh rupees, that 1 lakh, 1 lakh rupees would have grown to 2 lakh rupees, and 2 lakh rupees would have, if I invested 1 crore rupees, 1 crore has grown to 2 crore rupees. So whenever there is a down, whenever market comes down, you should not get disappointed or should not get fearful. Actually, you need to be greedy. As Warren Buffett always says, who is a world successful investor, he always say, be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. So when markets goes down, you need to invest more money. If you don't have more money, no problem. Stay with your current investment. Stay with your current investment. Continue your SIPs. You do not have to stop your SIPs, because my destination is now what I want to achieve my retirement planning at the age of 60. So I have another 25 long years in front of me. So why should I worry if market is down today? So define your goal and do your investment for very long period of time. Then only that only will help you out in achieving your goals. Otherwise, it is very difficult for you to achieve your goals, because traditional investment will not be able to achieve your goals. So thank you very much for giving me opportunity. So I thank especially Principal Sir Arolkar, Vice Principal Madam Reshmi Redkar, and teaching non-teaching staff, PTA, and students and parents for giving me this kind of opportunity to interact with you. So I am open for Q&A.
If any participants are having questions, you may ask your questions.
Hi, Sunny. I'm Shanti here.
Yeah, madam.
My curiosity is that in this uncertain time, like a pandemic, is it worth to invest? That is my greatest question which I have, and it is. I'm happy that I can ask someone who is known and who knows in this field. Can you please tell me that is it worth, number one, and whether is it safe?
Yeah, madam. So, madam, there are two things here. See, if I go 1 year back when this pandemic started in 1 year back, so I told when market had come down from 42,000 levels to 23,000. So I told most of my clients to do some top ups. So I told them that only two things will happen because of pandemic. Only two things will happen because of pandemic. One is this world will finish, or either this world will finish or world will survive. Only those two things will happen. So if world gets finished, everything gets finished, then what happens to my fixed deposit? My fixed deposit also is gone. But if world survives, then what will happen? My investment which I have done in equity will definitely give me better returns. And same thing have happened today. So madam, invest with a long-term horizon, because in the short term, a lot of things will happen. Now because of pandemic, markets have come down. In future, some other thing will happen. So these things will continue to happen, and these things have happened in the past also. A lot of events have happened in the past, which I have already explained, and the events are going to happen in future also. Now, when it comes to safety of investment, see, madam, there are two things in mutual fund when it comes to safety. One is a lot of people ask me, why should I do investment in this company or that company? With this safe, and will I get my money? So there is one thing. One thing is whether the investment which I am doing in a company, for example, let us assume HDFC mutual fund, or let us assume some ICICI Prudential mutual fund, or let us assume any other mutual fund, whether this company will be there or not. So now, madam, here what happens in India, mutual funds are formed as trust. Mutual funds are there in India since 1964. And SBI, State Bank of India, is the first public sector mutual fund company which is started in 1986. After that, Canara Mutual Fund started, Bank of Baroda Mutual Fund started, and in 1994, private mutual funds company started. So mutual fund has very strong long-term history. So mutual fund companies are here to stay, and mutual fund structure is that mutual fund is formed as trust. Here, nobody can take away your single rupee. Now, the second point is whether I will get money in terms of second is that if I invest 1 lakh rupees, whether I will get 1 lakh rupees back or not. That may be your problem, concern. So definitely, madam, you will get your money back provided you stay for a very long period of time. Here, generally, when we suggest you to invest in the equity, we suggest always you to invest at least for minimum 5 to 7 years, not less than that. And when it comes to SIP, you should always do it for more than 10 years, depending upon your goal. Okay. So current situation, definitely we are in the pandemic situation, but there are multiple sectors, madam, which has done fantastically well, even in the pandemic. You see about FMCG, fast moving consumer goods. These are the products which we use on a day-to-day basis, and which we require those products. So companies like Hindustan Unilever, Colgate Palmolive, ITC, Britannia, Parle, these are the companies which have done excellently well in pandemic year. Then talk about company, madam, pharmaceutical sectors. So pharma has done extremely well in last 1 year. Then I can talk about I can talk about IT sector, information technology. So IT has done very well. So you name the company TCS, Wipro, Infosys, HCL. So all these companies have done very well, madam. So there are some sectors which has impacted in the pandemic, but there are multiple sectors which have done fantastically well. So now when it comes to mutual fund, when I invest my money in a mutual fund, as a fund manager, what fund manager does, so he identifies different sectors and which are the good companies in those sectors, I buy in those companies. So and at any given point of time, so if I invest 100 rupees, then that 100 rupees is invested in at least 30 to 40 companies. So if tomorrow any one or two companies not doing well, so there is no worry for me to fear, because other companies will do well. So your money is invested in each and every sector when it comes to diversified equity mutual fund, and that is where there is no risk, madam. I think I have answered your question.
Yeah, thank you. And one more which I would like to ask is that, for example, private sector and you have the government sector. So,
Yeah.
for example, if I'm putting my money in fixed deposit in the bank,
Yeah.
okay. So now there are many things which are coming up saying that double vaccine, if you have your interest level is going up. So there are so many schemes which the bank sector is coming up with so many new innovative things. So my question is that which one is better, whether the private sector investing is better or the public sector?
Ma'am, you are talking about mutual fund?
Anything. It is not only mutual fund, in general, investing where it is beneficial and where it is safe.
Yeah. So, madam, there are two things. In a mutual funds, regulator is SEBI. So if you see in a banks, or regulator for banks is RBI. So for insurance companies, regulator is IRDA. Similarly, for mutual funds, regulator is SEBI. SEBI is the Security Exchange Board of India. Irrespective of public sector company or private sector company, every company has to follow SEBI guidelines. So everything comes under SEBI. Irrespective of SBI, HDFC, SBI, Canara, every company comes under SEBI. There is no private and public. So now, when it comes to fixed deposit, as you rightly mentioned, madam, there are a lot of companies today promise a lot of rate of returns. And somehow I think there is a kind of to give you some example, some of the societies, cooperative societies promise very high interest. But my point of looking at that is very clear, madam. Okay, now let us say you go to any public sector company, or let us assume you go to SBI, which is biggest, largest government company. So State Bank of India is offering you today is 5.5% interest. If you go to SBI today for FD, on a 3-year FD, they are giving you 5.5%. So now if you go with your same money to some other private bank, so private bank may say that, like, let us say bank like HDFC or ICICI, they may say that I will give you 5.7 or 6%. Instead of 5.5, I will give you 5.75 or 6%. Then you go to any cooperative bank. So cooperative bank may promise you around 7 or 8% returns. Then you go to cooperative society. So cooperative society may promise you around 10 to 12% returns. And if you go to some spice plantation, they may say that I am giving you 50% returns in a 2-year or 3-year. But look at in terms of safety, when it comes to when you FD is when your FD is getting matured after, let us say, 2 years time, you go to SBI, you will get your money back. But if you go to spice plantation, you may not get your money back because there is a risk involved in that. So as interest rate goes up, risk also, liabilities also goes up. In a mutual fund, what happens, madam? Your risk is only your volatility. There is no risk in terms of your one day company get vanished or your money is gone totally. That will never happen in a mutual fund. And that has never happened also in mutual fund in last history of mutual fund of last 30-40 years. So that has never happened. Only risk here in the mutual fund is what? There is a risk of volatility. Means you invest amount, that money will go ups and down, ups and down. That because of your money is investing in equity, and equity is nothing but business. So when I buy when I invest money in a equity, means I am buying a business, madam, and businesses has ups and downs, and that is where we suggest you to not to invest in a one company or two company. Always you need to invest in at least 30-40 companies, so that you diversify your risk. So tomorrow if any one company goes off, the company does not perform well, then your money is gone. But if you are investing in a 30-40 companies, then your risk is diversified. And role of mutual fund is that your money is diversified into multiple companies, and that is where you see the last 20-25 years of mutual fund history. Mutual fund have done very well in a very long period of time. For 20 years, 30 years, 20 years, 15 years, 20 year time, if you see average returns is above 15%. Only thing you need to give your time, and that is where goal is very, very important. So you define your goal and you invest your money for a long period of time. In a short run, definitely there will be problem. There will be market will fall in the short run, but in the long term, definitely you make good returns.
Thank you so much. Very nice. Thank you.
Yeah, madam.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
I just wanted to know, as a beginner, how to identify which is SIP to do.
Madam, I think you need to leave it to your advisor. You do not have to identify SIPs, because the SIPs which you identify today as a best SIP may not be good after 1 year. So I think you need to leave it to your advisor. Take a professional advice, because money management is a very serious job, and I think it has to be given to professionals.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for your beautiful presentation. I wanted to know the difference between direct mutual funds and the other mode.
Yeah. So as I already given an example in my session, direct mutual fund is like buying a medicine from Google instead of consulting professional doctor. When we need advice, when we need anything, so let us say today, tomorrow let's say in your house, if you want to do some plumbing work, you can look it on Google also. There are a lot of videos available on YouTube which can guide you to do all the plumbing work. But do we do that? We take a professional advice. We call a plumber and we are making do all these things. So we take professional advice. So when it comes to our life, look at your life, sir. When it comes to your life, in everything you take a professional advice. Most of the things you take a professional advice. So what we believe, if you want to invest the money for, let us say, children's marriage for 20 years down the line, or a children's education, or your own retirement, or that goal is, let us say, 15-20 years, then 15-20 years is a very long period. And in these 15-20 years, you will see at least 7,500 market days. If I consider a 20-year period, so I'll give my example. Now my age is 35, so I am saving my investment for my retirement till 60. I have a daughter of 2-year-old, so I am saving for her also for her education. That is, for at the age of 18, I should give her some corpus for higher education corpus. So now in this period, if I consider, I'll see that there will be some 5,000 to 7,000 trading days in the market. So if 5,000, 7,000 times market will go ups and down, and as an individual, it becomes very difficult for me to control my emotions, and that is where somehow I give up. Today, if you see, sir, Sachin Tendulkar also require coach. Federer, who have won so many world titles, he require coach. Virat Kohli require coach. Everybody require coach to be to whatever level they are. Even then, they require coach. So when it comes to investment management, what we believe is that investment management is the more role of advisor in your success in investment will be defined upon what kind of advisor you have. So if your advisor is you have a very quality advisor, then definitely you will achieve your lifetime goals. Otherwise, you may not be able to achieve your long-term goals, sir. Direct is definitely, sir. It is like buying a medicine from Google instead of consulting a doctor. As simple as that, sir.
But what happens, no, Sunny? For example, I had invested in Lloyd's long back, some 25 years back.
Yeah.
And according to the advisor, they said that it is going to be one of the best. but
Yeah.
now it is not known at all, and we lost completely. We have lost.
Yeah, madam, there are a lot of people who lost money at that point of time. Lloyds, there are a lot of my company had come. I was not aware about that point of time, but I know now the history. I know. Yeah, I was kid at that point of time. And recently also, madam, I came across one company. I'll name that company because a lot of people have lost money through that company also, called Citrus. Okay. Here, madam, what happens? Here there is a structure. Okay. Now you tell me, madam, SBI mutual fund is in this business since 1986. LIC also is in mutual fund business. Canara also is into mutual fund business. Forget about private now. We talk about public sector companies. Bank of Baroda also is into this business. Union Bank of India also into this business. So now this business is not good. This mutual fund is not good. Mutual fund will run away with money. Why these public sector companies are in this business, madam? You need to answer this question to yourself only. As SBI today is managing 5 lakh crore assets, madam. Total today assets under management in mutual fund, if you see, is 34 lakh crore, out of which SBI is managing 5 lakh crore. And if you have your NPS, now there is no pension system in government. Government gives you government asks you to invest in NPS. So you have, I think, that voluntary scheme of NPS. Many people contribute in that NPS. So if your money you are investing in NPS, but ultimately that money is managed by whom? This money is managed by mutual fund company only, madam. And SBI is one of those companies who manage that NPS money. So mutual funds, the structure is formed as a trust. So nobody can go away with your money, madam. Tomorrow, let us say now SBI want to stop mutual fund business in India. So SBI cannot shut it overnight. So they have to sell their business to some other player. Accordingly, through SEBI approval, and then only they will buy. Then only they can exit from the Indian market. Otherwise, nobody can exit from Indian market. So that way, it is very safe, madam. Only thing what happens is today the awareness level is very less when it comes to investment in mutual funds, SIPs, and that is where you see a lot of advertisement today is happening from MFI side. Association of Mutual Funds in India is doing a lot of advertisement. Mutual fund sahi hai campaign is run just to make people aware about this. Because today what is happening, madam, your money is you are investing at 6% or 5% or 4%. That money is not growing. You are not able to achieve your long-term goals through that. And that is where we say that you need to diversify your investment. So I'm not saying the entire thing you should invest in a mutual fund. So now when it comes to thali, what we do, madam? We have rice, we have chapati, we have some roti, we have sabji, we have any other, some sweet also. So we diversify our diet. No? So tomorrow if I start consuming only rice, what will happen? I will not stay healthy. I will get diabetes. So if I consume only one product, okay, then I will not stay healthy. So you diversify your product. So generally what we are saying, at least 30%, 30 to 35% of your investment, your monthly savings should, your salary should go to investments. Means entire thing you need to buy. You need to buy life insurance, health insurance, critical illness, personal accident, and SIPs. Also, you can have FDs also. So generally, we tell our clients to follow a formula called income minus saving is equal to expense. Because 99% of people, what they do, income minus expense is equal to saving, which is zero end of the day. So you need to diversify, madam, into multiple asset class, and mutual fund is one of those asset class which can give you far superior return. Okay. So generally we talk about process of financial planning. So in that process of financial planning, first thing is very, very important. Any bread earner should buy life insurance, and he should buy sufficient life insurance cover. But when I interact with most of my clients or most of the people, then I ask them, what is the sum assured you have? Okay, they say now my monthly expenditure is 25,000. So I ask them in return, how much life insurance cover you have? I hardly find any person who is having life insurance cover more than 10 lakh rupees. They have policies. Many people have policies, like they have 5 policies, 3 policies, but a sum assured of those policies would be hardly 10 lakh rupees. And those policies they have done only because agent was forcing them to do that policies, or agent was after them to do that policies, or agent was calling them again and again. Or some people have done because of the mama was agent, or kaka was agent, or this was agent. Nobody have taken that for the purpose of protection or for the purpose of family. So insurance you need to buy always to protect your liability, to protect your family. If you love your family, you need to buy sufficient life insurance cover. And today you have multiple options like term insurance, which is one of the best today, which you can buy to protect your liability. Second, very, very important is that health insurance. So Muthoot Finance conducted one survey And in that survey, they ask a customer to mention why they are taking loan. What is the purpose of a gold loan? Because Muthoot Finance is into gold loan. So in that survey, madam, what came out of that survey was 76% of people were taking gold loan to fund a medical expenditure in the family. So today you are doing a savings, and any medical emergency comes in your family, entire savings is gone. Recently, a lot of people have experienced that because of COVID. Okay, then health insurance become very very critical today. Then personal accident, because natural deaths are very less in young age. Natural deaths are very less. Accidental deaths are very high. So you need to buy a personal accident cover also, and critical illness, because you know the cancer cases have gone up like anything. Whatever we consume today, we don't know what is there in that, because you know pesticide is there everywhere. So cancer cases are on the rise. So critical illness cover we need to take, because health insurance will help you if I am admitted in the hospital. But cancer kind of treatment happens mostly from home after your discharge from hospital. You need to take chemo, and also critical illness also is very very important. And fourthly, I think everyone should have emergency fund. At least 6 months of salary should be there in the emergency fund. And last comes is investment. So if you miss any of this thing, and if you start your SIP or investment for investment, and any emergency comes in between, then your investment is gone. You will break your investment, and you will be not able to achieve your long-term goals. So this is a process generally I think everyone need to follow.
According to you, which health insurance you suggest the people should take, Sunny?
Madam, there are multiple companies. Okay, multiple companies are there who are offering health insurance also. I think Amrut also is associated with, I think, Max Bupa. Okay, multiple companies are there which are giving you health insurance. So depending upon your need, depending upon your requirement, you can just consult your advisor. He will help
Because
you out.
what they say is that even HDFC is having, ICICI is having,
Yeah.
no Mediclaim is having. At present, I have Mediclaim, but they say that instead of that, you go to some private, so that that is more. What they say that is more. It is good when compared to Mediclaim. I do not know how far it is true. As an expert, just I want your opinion.
Yeah, madam, there are multiple companies who are offering you this. There are almost, I think, 34, almost 20, 21 companies which are there, and there are multiple products available. Okay, I think this platform would be very difficult for me to tell you that this you take this product or you take that product, because it depends upon your this requirement also, your age, whether you are taking family flutter, whether you are taking individual policy, depending upon a lot of other factors also they are there, madam, in that. So I think better you can consult the advisor. He will be able to, he will be better positioned to help you out in that with that solution. But Mediclaim is a very critical, madam. Everyone should have that Mediclaim. But when I talk to youngsters, generally they deny taking the Mediclaim. They say that no, nothing will happen to me. Why should I take now? But to you, I think you should pass on this message to many people, madam. What I believe, up till 40, we may not require Mediclaim, because we may be doing well at that point of time. Okay. But if an accidental thing happens, definitely if I admit in hospital, I need a Mediclaim. But majority times your Mediclaim is required when you cross 40. So because some sort of complication will come after 40. And if I go to take Mediclaim at that point of time, nobody will give me. If anything, I have a diabetes or I have hypertension, anything, nobody will give you Mediclaim at that point of time. So please encourage people to buy Mediclaim when they don't require, when they are fit. Because when they are fit, then company will give them Mediclaim. And Mediclaim is required when we are after 40, 45, when you are not fit or something happens to you. But that point of time, nobody will give. So for your specifically your requirement, madam, please consult Amrut. He will be able better position to guide you on that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other question?
Any other questions?
I just wanted to know the difference between saving in PPF and mutual fund SIP. Which one grows better?
So SIP will definitely grow better. But PPF, you should have one portfolio. This you don't see PPF also is like as I explained you about Thali. Have small amount in PPF also. But if you want to look at the growth, then definitely SIP is far superior than your PPF. because last SIP of returns of SIP in last 15 years is around 16%, sir. But I am assuming that in the future, if SIP will grow, it can give you returns of around 10 to 12%, which is far superior than PPF.
Okay, but it also depends upon the funds that we choose, no?
No, the returns which I am talking about, sir, of 16% is diversified returns of average diversified funds, sir. So you invest in any diversified fund, sir, they have done well and they will continue to do well over a period of time. So funds, what happens? Funds keeps on changing. Number one, number two funds that keeps on changing. Okay, so choose a diversified fund. Take a help of advisor, so he will guide you, sir. But SIP is always better than your fixed deposit and your PPF.
Hello, Sunny.
Yeah, madam.
I'm Rashmi here.
Yeah.
Very good, very wonderful session, and with a lively example you have given. Now, since participants, students are also attending this webinar, what you would like to suggest them when they start earning? Like, what will be like takeaway message for them youngsters?
Yeah.
Because see, during our time, as you said, there was nobody for us like to guide or mentor, and we started later on doing this saving or investment, or what proportion of your salary you should have, in terms of investment and saving and all those. So please guide them for students. Thank you.
Yeah, madam, see, what generally we believe, at least 35% of your monthly earning should go to your savings. In that savings, mutual fund also will come, your life insurance also will come, and your health insurance also will come. And for students, what I would like to suggest, madam, they should start SIP at least from now onwards only. They should not wait for getting jobs. Because when I was studying in a college, I was getting 100 rupees as a weekly expenditure from my mother. Now today's children, they get at least minimum 1,000 rupees as a weekly expenditure, if I'm not wrong. So they can start at least 500 rupees SIP per month starting today itself, so that they understand over a period of time. So SIP they can start at today itself. At least minimum you can contribute 500 rupees in that. And once you start earning, please consult advisor. Please take a consult advisor and plan your future goals. Because I think, madam, only problem which we see is that whenever we do investment, we do not consider in our investment goals, we do not consider. But always consider a goal and then you do investment. But take a help of advisor once you start earning. But I would suggest you to start investment of SIP now only, so that benefit you get of power of compounding over a period of time. And minimum 500 rupees in SIP you can do, madam. And whoever have completed 18 years, they can apply for PAN card and they can start their own SIPs from right now only, so that they get exposure of equity from at a very young age.
Thank you, Sunny. It is, I think, thank you, Sunny. It is really a good advice for the students.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, madam.
So there is one question from one student. She is asking about Mediclaim, that they can do Mediclaim now at this age.
I don't think so. It is required. If she is a student, then I don't think it is required at that point, this point of time. But if she has completed 18 years, definitely she can take in her own name. If she has not completed 18 years, then I think through parents, she can get health insurance. But I think can be done, because in youngsters, young age, what happens? You may meet with an accident. Anything can happen. To give an example, I have included my both children in my Mediclaim. So my son is a 4-year-old. He is included in my Mediclaim, and my daughter is 2-year-old. She is also included in my Mediclaim. So anything can happen. We don't know. So better that you take a Mediclaim, either individual policy or take it to a family floater along with the parents.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Any other questions? I think so there are no more questions. Thank you so much, sir. It was really a wonderful session. I hope it will be beneficial to the students. I request Secretary of Parent Teachers Association, Sir Chandru Govekar, to propose vote of thanks.
Thank you, Dhanashree. It is said that fools keep their money in their heart and get emotional with it. And the wise and the smart keep money in their head and invest it. Gone are those days when, we used to use our energy, hard work, and talent to earn money. But the new trend and the new phenomenon is use your own money to create more and more money, create wealth. I think today's session was very resourceful. Mr. Sunny Naik, the resource person of today's session, has, very well put the idea of finance management, gap, goal assurance, and he has beautifully explained and also encouraged us to go about with the savings and manage your finance at the best. Some of the key takeaways from this session were. Start early to get the benefit of power of compounding. The rule of 72 was very interesting. The real rate of return, I think we should do more research on and work accordingly towards our financial management. Then yes, invest when the markets are low. It's like Amazon sale. That was something very worth thinking upon. Set your goal, very important. Invest with a long-term horizon was something that we should all think upon. Diversify your investment. Do not keep all your eggs in one basket. Spread them across, so that even if some bad time comes, all your money is not taken at a stretch. Mr. Sunny Naik has shown screened his personal investment portfolio and gave us live examples of how things work and how money grow over a period of time. Start early. It was very interesting, sir. The PTA of our college and the Department of Commerce of our college, Campus Recruiters College, is really awful to you. We owe our gratitude to you. And NJ Wealth has been very supportive, very cooperative with our college. I remember 2 years back, Dr. Celso had one workshop with us, and about 15-20 students along with me had opened a DMAT account through this workshop.
Okay,
and yes, this is the second workshop, or not the workshop, this is the second activity we are having in association through NJ Wealth. Of course, this was not NJ Wealth, this was you as finance manager of NJ Wealth, but yeah, we owe our gratitude to NJ Wealth also, especially Dr. Celso and you. On behalf of principal, the management, of course, the vice principal and teachers, the non-teaching staff, the parents, and also the participants, students, and everybody. Dhanashree is also to be thanked for her coordination. It was very wonderfully organized. Thank you especially, very resourceful, and we expect the same kind of gesture from you in our future endeavors also. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Hoping for this kind of opportunities in future, because we as organization wants to create financial awareness among our nations, and so that if you manage your money effectively, then definitely it will help to grow the entire country. So this is what the thing which we are as organization we want to do. We want to spread financial literacy among our clients, among our Indians, among fellow Indians. So thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you so much, everyone. Have a nice day.